Hello, all my JavaScript friends. This is TheVirtuoid, aka Mike Smith, and this is the introduction to our next series. Now, I came up with this series because I wanted to do a couple of little quick snippets here and there before we start heavy into our big fall campaign or our fall project and our holiday game 2026. And I thought back to my dice rolling video that I did many years ago. Didn't do much of anything with it, but I thought, could we expand upon that? And that brought me back to my D&D games back in the late 1970s, early 1980s. D&D means Dungeons and Dragons. And I thought, well, it would be really great if we had some sort of D&D server that we all dreamed about back in the late 70s and early 80s, but of course never came to fruition because we pretty much didn't have computers back then. But I would have a problem with all that because a lot of that is copyrighted and I don't want to infringe upon anybody's copyright. So I started kind of looking around the web, seeing if I can find any kind of snippets here or there. And I found a group of people who have created an open source role-playing game. In fact, let me bring that up on the screen right now. This is Basic Fantasy, a role-playing game. You can get information about it at www.basicfantasy.org. And, of course, the link is down below in the description. I encourage you to go to the link. But this is an open-source role-playing game. And it's designed a lot like how I used to play D&D back in the 70s and 80s. So I contacted the people who put this together. And they have given me kind permission to be able to use their game as a basis. And so as I was looking at this game, I was sitting there thinking, oh my Lord, there is a ton of stuff we could do here. I mean, just look at this table of contents. There is a whole bunch of stuff we can do. So what am I going to do? Well, it would be really fun. If we're going to do this, let's do it right. So I went all the way down to the very beginning, and the very first thing it says is how to use dice. And I thought, well, that's absolutely perfect since I was going to do a little dice video anyway. So the idea now, what we're going to do is I'm going to start on this page right here with using the dice, this little section right here, and I'm going to go all the way to the very end of the game or the manual, and we're going to code this entire shooting match. One section at a time. So no just simple little snippets here and there that we'll be done with by August. No, we're going to start something hopefully in a couple of weeks that may take, I seriously may take a whole year, because I was taking a look at all this. Look at all that we got to get done here. We've got how to roll dice, player creations, well, look at here's all of here is this, here's all of this information on the character sheets. Weapons, hit points, character abilities, languages, races, dwarves, elves, halflings, humans. Oh, how about character classes? Clerics, fighters, magic users, thieves, other abilities. Oh, yeah, we can't forget about our equipment. All the things that we have to purchase for, how much is going away, how much damage it can do, the size of it, all that kind of fun stuff. Beast of burden, where you can have horses, ponies, armors, shields, missile weapon ranges, all that kind of fun stuff. Different explanations of equipment, and on and on and on and on. Vehicles, which I think is wonderful. Spells, clerical spells, magic user spells, monsters, all this kind of fun. Oh yeah, we got Tyrannosaurus Rex. That would be fun. Monsters and everything in there. And then I was thinking, what's really wonderful about all this is that the vast majority of this book is nothing but database after database after database. Whether it's all those tables we saw before or all of these monsters. Wouldn't it be wonderful if we can build our own sample database server? No MySQL, no MongoDB, none of that. No, we're going to build our own using generators. It's a little bit higher level, advanced level than what I don't normally teach here or what I normally try to include in my videos, but it would just be fun to be able to do it. Why do it when you can always use MySQL or MongoDB? Because it's there. Because you learn a lot when you do things. And so that's going to be one of the things we're going to be doing here. And that's one of the reasons it's going to take a little bit of time to get all of this done. Let's get back to the very beginning here. Where are we? Da-da-da-da-da-da. Player characters, yeah, dice. Here we go with the dice. So two caveats here. Number one is that there will be no UI associated with this whatsoever. That means no Babylon.js, no Phaser.js, no HTML or anything. We're going to basically build a server type implementation so that once we get everything ready and go, you, and that means you, can go ahead and create your own UI interface and whatever you want to use and have your own D&D party, everything up on the computer. In fact, what I would be able to love to do is build a little D&D server so that everybody has their own little tablet, and I have my computer as the dungeon master, and then, yeah, it's going to be a lot of fun. But that's way off in the future. Number two is, as I mentioned before, this will take a lot of time. We'll start dropping in the summer, and this will take up a lot of our summer. But once we get that big project started in September, and then our holiday game in 2026, we will intersperse these videos in with those other videos. So the number of times we're going to drop here will kind of drop off a little bit. And then of course when 2027 hits, when we start the projects in 2027, it will also get dropped off. So I really don't anticipate really being done till maybe April or May of 2027. And for those of you watching in the future, this happens right now to be May of 2026. And so those are the two caveats. The last thing I want to emphasize again, and that's extraordinarily important, is that all the code that I will create for this game is completely free of charge for you. It is my gift to you to do whatever you want to with. In fact, let me flip over real quick to our current repository. As you know, I have a repository called Fun With JavaScript Public, and that Fun With JavaScript Public is on my TheVirtuoid account inside GitHub. It is a public repository, and all the code in it is MIT licensed, so all the code in it is free. So not only if you were to clone that GitHub repository, not only will you get the RPG game we're getting ready to do, but you'll get the factory game we've done, the Hold the Tower game, the Holiday Game 2025, the Jigsaw Puzzle, the Racing game, and the Snake game. From all of those, you should be able to these will help you learn how to do JavaScript. And each and every single one of these games here, all this code, like for the factory code, all of this code that you have here, all completely free of charge. And so that's very, very important to me. That's very, very important to actually the people who created the basic fantasy here. So I just want to make sure that you clone this repository. I want to make sure that you understand what we're doing here. Use all the code you can with it. You have my blessing, you have my permission. And again, thank you very much for watching the video, and for all of you who have been helping me out and contributing to the account. I so greatly appreciate it. I can't do a lot of this without you. And in fact, there's a link to my Patreon down below, so if you want to join in all the fun. So again, thank you very, very much for watching, and we will be dropping the Dice 1 probably in about 3 weeks or so, maybe sooner, depends upon how I'm feeling. But thank you again very much for watching, and I can't wait to get this started. Thanks for watching. Subscribe to this channel to view more videos. Click on the like button on this video and visit us at virtuoid.com. Also, support us on Patreon, where you can get access to member-only videos. Links are down below. Again, thank you very much for watching, and keep on coding.